Jim, my friend Trixie tells me that when she eats nightshades, her joints start to ache. And I know that she doesn't have arthritis. So what's up with that? What's a nightshade?
Well, nightshades are a family of plants that belong to the Solanaceae family. There's about 2,000 different species, although there's really only a few that are consumed on a regular basis. So things like potatoes, tomatoes, eggplant, bell peppers, and even the capsaicin peppers like jalapeno, which you often find in hot sauce.
Oh, right. There are nightshades in hot sauce.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, people have been eating these foods for thousands of years and really not had a lot of problems.
Right. So why are people so scared of them?
Well, nightshades do contain a compound called solanine, and solanine is a naturally occurring insecticide, actually, that helps protect the plants as they grow. And there is evidence that eating too much solanine can make you sick, but you need about 135 milligrams to make you feel ill. This eggplant here has about 10 or 11 milligrams, right? So you'd have to eat 10, 12 eggplants to get sick. Now, there is some evidence that people that have chronic autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis or inflammatory bowel diseases like ulcerative colitis, that solanine can increase the amount of inflammation. But what's interesting is it doesn't cause inflammation. Those are chronic inflammatory diseases, and it increases the amount of inflammation that you have. The other interesting thing is it's not the solanine that does it directly, but solanine can adversely affect our gut microbiome, our gut bacteria. That can cause the gut to leak, and it's the leaky gut, actually, which triggers the inflammation.
Oh, interesting. So they already have an underlying condition
Exactly. That's exactly
that is
right.
being exacerbated. What's that word?
Exasperated. Yeah, exasperated.
Okay, so, but I would imagine looking at these foods that I like to cook, I know, like, I mean, there has to be health benefits, right?
There are many health benefits. You know, they're full of vitamins and nutrients. In fact, one bell pepper gives you all the vitamin C you need for the whole day, right?
Yeah.
We also know that, the antioxidants that give color to the plants are also highly anti-inflammatory. And there's some specific ones, like in tomatoes, there's a compound called lycopene, and lycopene has been shown to help prevent the risk of prostate cancer, breast cancer. The pigments in the skin, like here, the anthocyanins, have been shown to have anti-inflammatory properties. You know, even the capsaicin, the hot pepper here, the spice that gives it spice, the compound that gives spice, profound anti-inflammatory. So there's lots and lots of health benefits to consuming nightshades.
All right. Well, then I know, because I know you're Greek and you love eggplants.
Yes.
I have a fantastic recipe for you today. We are going to cook up, or actually just make, a baba ganoush. How does that sound?
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah?
I can't wait.
Okay, let's get cooking. All right, to start this baba ganoush, it's really pretty simple. We're just going to cut off the top part. And we're going to cut all the way through in half. Now, you'll notice that I have gloves on, right? Because I want to add a good amount of garlic to the baba ganoush, but I also want the garlic to be roasted, and I want the eggplants to really be infused with garlic.
Yeah, that's great. That's a great idea.
So just cut an X, 2 or 3 times, depending on how large your eggplant is.
Sure.
And then I've sliced our garlic, and then we're just going to stuff these in here. And the reason I have my gloves on is because when I do this, my hands smell like garlic for days.
Yeah, right.
And so that's really the only reason I'm wearing gloves right now. So we're just going to stuff a couple of slivers of eggplant, of garlic right in there.
Into the eggplant, yeah.
So it's going to cook, and the flesh of our eggplant is going to be infused with this beautiful garlic. And you got to really stuff these things in there.
That's a great idea. I've never made baba ganoush with garlic stuffed eggplants before.
Yeah, and you know what? I've made it before with just blending the garlic.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm a fan of roasted garlic.
Yeah, that's amazing.
This.
All right. Well, now I've got a new baba ganoush recipe.
There you go. Oh yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind later.
Yeah. Okay. Can't wait.
I know. All right, let's get one more sliver in here. And thank you for the pan, putting parchment down on our pan. Okay. Now, we just put these right on our pan, and I have preheated the oven to 425,
right.
and we're going to roast these for 50 minutes.
Right.
And then after that, I'm going to place them into a colander
Right.
for a few hours so that the liquid from the eggplant drains.
Right.
And then we'll whirl it up, and
And we'll have baba ganoush.
we'll have baba ganoush. Yep.
All right,
So,
can't wait.
Yep, I'm going to put this in. Okay, so we've cooked our eggplant for 50 minutes at 425 degrees, and then I took them out of the oven and I put them in a colander because we want to try to get as much liquid out of those eggplants as we can. Now, I know this is kind of it might look a little strange, right? So what you're going to do is when you get your eggplants out of the oven is find a colander and I guess
you just weighted it down.
Well, the flesh side down, right, against the colander. Okay.
Right.
So what we have here is that it's very shiny, yes,
Yeah.
and a lot of that water has come out of it.
Yeah.
And in order to really press it against the colander and get as much water out as we can, I first put down some aluminum foil.
Right.
And then just choose whatever you have in your fridge.
Some weight, something
Yeah,
to weight
a
on
weight.
it.
So, some peanut butter, and here I have some Dijon
Right,
mustard.
right,
so
right.
I just took a few things off the door and put them in there and kind of snugly I don't know. Snugly
Yeah.
put those in there. And of course, put a bowl beneath your colander
To catch all
so
that.
that you can catch
Wow, look at that.
all of that. And it's pretty thick, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I have gloved up again, as you can see, and it's because I'm going to take this flesh of our eggplant off, and it's very simple to do. It might take a few,
A couple minutes.
couple minutes in there. And if you get a little bit of skin in there, it's a-okay. It won't hurt you. It's just, really we're just looking for the flesh. And there's some of that garlic in there.
Yeah.
You can smell all that
Wow.
roasted garlic.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So, it's a little messy. You can, and one of your kids do it, or
Right.
your spouse or something.
Someone who likes eggplant.
Someone who likes eggplant.
Unlike you, not
Yeah.
a huge fan, right?
Yeah, we didn't really say that, but Jim, I like you so much.
You're messing with the gooey eggplant just to make use
Yes.
of. I really appreciate that.
Yes,
Caryn.
yes. You betcha.
Now I know you do eat baba ganoush sometimes.
No, I do, and I will buy it from the store every once in a while if I can find one that doesn't have any oil in it.
Right.
So it's just, I just am not a big fan of eggplant in other dishes.
Right. No, I get it.
Okay, we're gonna take off this, and you can see it's pretty easy. I mean, you get some big pieces in there that you can take off. Oh, more garlic. Oh gosh, and I'm so glad that it's roasted garlic because, again,
it gives it a little sweetness, doesn't it? That's what I like. It takes away some of that bite.
The bite is something I don't really always like.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Okay, so we'll take off this, and there we go.
Honestly, my mouth is watering.
I'm sure it is.
I'm serious. That smells so good, that garlic. I mean, I love roasted garlic.
Well,
I
and
could just take big heads of roasted garlic and smear it on, cracker
on bread?
or on bread and just eat that,
yeah, it's so good. It's like the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yep.
Oh, and we got a big skin in there. Wait, it's okay. All right, one more, and then we're gonna rock this thing. All right. Oh, now it's like coming apart.
Look at that.
There you go. There you
There
go.
you go.
The goodness. Whoop. Like that. Yeah, you want to make sure you have a trash can or a trash bowl or something, compost, whatever you want to, but you need a place to put your skins right away.
Yeah.
Okay, done and done. And I'm going to get rid of these because they're ooey gooey with eggplant. I know. Put those back there. All right, so let's get into it. Now we have our eggplant, and then what I'm going to do is add in some tahini,
Yeah.
about 2 tablespoons.
This is
I'm gonna eye it.
this is a very similar recipe to like hummus, right?
It really is,
Except you're using chickpeas instead of eggplant in the hummus, right? I mean, isn't that right? It's tahini, cumin, lemon juice,
Right,
garlic,
some spices sometimes.
garlic, yeah.
But a couple of different things that I'm adding into this because baba ganoush really does have just like the tang almost. Right. So in order to get that, I'm going to add some Greek yogurt.
Now that's plant-based Greek yogurt.
It is,
right?
It is.
It's amazing the things they can do with plants these days, right?
Tell you.
I tell you, sometimes you can't even tell the difference.
No.
And you've used just plain unsweetened, right?
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Unsweetened always, and there's just no flavor to that. Or no added flavor.
Right.
Yeah.
And no added calories either,
right.
Exactly.
And so then I've also just added a little bit of yellow miso, yellow or light miso. Yeah. So that's going to be more of that tang also.
Right.
And then miso has, as you know, those great health benefits for the gut, right? Because it's a fermented soybean.
Right. It also gives us a mouthfeel too, right? Umami.
That's right. And now we have some cumin, a little bit of salt, and some smoked paprika. Now, if you didn't want to add smoked paprika, if you didn't have any smoked paprika, but you still want that smoky flavor, throw these suckers on the grill. And I mean the eggplants on the grill.
You mean instead of baking them in the oven, smoke them or bake them, put them on the grill? Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Really give it that natural smokiness.
Right.
That's a great idea. You're making my mouth water even more.
And then juice of 1/2 lemon.
There we go.
Okay. Now I think we've done everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't need to cross that a lot, do you?
No, I mean, everything in there is pretty soft, including that garlic, right?
So it's really about just mixing it more than anything. Wow, look at that.
And look at that. I mean, but here's the thing. You probably want to dig in right now, and I'm going to ask you not to because it's a little bit runny.
Right.
Once it goes into the fridge for a couple of hours, it'll firm up and be absolutely perfect, just like the one I surprisingly made for you yesterday.
All right. Wow.
Okay, so check this out. More nightshades.
Yeah.
And this baba ganoush is the very same recipe.
It's just been set up in the refrigerator. Wow.
So it's real firm and okay.
Can I go?
Yes, you can go.
All right. Oh my God.
It's so good.
I don't think I've ever had one that creamy. I think it's the yogurt, I think. Really? That's amazing.
It might be.
Another bite.
Yeah. Yeah, the tahini is nice in it too. Now, there are a lot of recipes out there that have, I think, too much tahini in it. But I really think just pulling back on the tahini, just using 2 tablespoons instead of like 1/4 of a cup, 1/2 of a cup, really lets all of the other flavors shine.
Through. Yeah. Wow, great job.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, great job.
Nice. It's nice to hear from somebody who's Greek too.
Yeah, who grew up eating baba ganoush.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. All right. I'm going to get in there too.
Yeah.